Director 101. Today I'm going to be reviewing the first fight in Jurassic World Dominion, or technically the second one if you count the prologue against Rexy and the Giga. So now let's get this fight started. So we see the fight start and Rexy's walking around sniffing and she's looking for food and she finds a dead deer. She makes sure the deer is edible before she picks it up, and I guess is about to walk away eat her meal. But you can hear in the background as she's picking up the deer, birds flying away and sounds of something growling. We start to hear the footsteps and Rexy turns. Rexy turns to face the Giga, and the Giga and her both look at each other. And immediately, if you look at Rexy's posture, she kind of steps back when she realizes the Giga's there. And the Giga growls at her, and Rexy, being how aggressive she is, stands her ground and roars back at the Giga, dropping her meal. The two lunge at each other, and the Giga ducks under Rexy, right? Ducks down, so Rexy misses the Giga's head and misses its neck as well, and it hits its armored back. Probably also scraping her face, even though it didn't draw any blood, still probably would have not felt that well. Being that close up to the Giga's spiky back. And scraping, and Rexy was trying to, push down the Giga or grab the Giga by its neck. But she failed at this and ended up, the Giga ended up over top of the Giga's head after, Giga starts to push Rexy back and then pushes Rexy off of it by lifting its head up. And as Rexy's head comes down, it immediately bites down on Rexy's nose and pulls back. Rexy roars in pain, and you can see after struggling for a little bit, she manages to get her head out from the Giga's jaws. She roars at the Giga as the Giga roars back. As she, walks away, the Giga makes sure she walks away as she, lets out of another little roar, and the Giga reaches down and grabs its meal, grabs the deer and walks off, its tail sliding against the ground as it turns and walks back off into the Biosphere Valley. So this fight definitely, I feel like, was, when it comes down to how Dominion wanted to tell, it was more of a territorial dispute, just to see who really is stronger. Now, I really think Rexy should have won this. If they added the prologue to the movie, they should have had Rexy win this fight, right? Win this fight fair and square, chase the Giga off. Maybe have, a cutaway in the middle of it, but have Rexy chase the Giga off. And, after she chases the Giga off, the Giga walks away, and then comes back and fights Rexy in, Biosphere Valley once again, but that didn't happen. So, I definitely think that Rexy, you gotta think this from Rexy's point of view. She's probably, because, she was captured, and most likely they sedated her in some way, right? So she's probably waking up and, where am I? And just walking around aimlessly, and she's probably hungry, so she starts sniffing around. And look at how she's been, on the mainland, she's probably eaten deers before, so smelling that dead deer is probably a familiar scent, so she's, walking around, manages to grab the dead deer, and you have to think this whole area is a whole new smell, and it's just, everything is different to her. And then, you have to think, she picks up the deer, and she's sniffing, but all of a sudden she smells something new, and she hears it, and the first time she sees the Giga, she probably doesn't even know if the Giga's a threat, because looking at the way she acted, the Giga, until the Giga necessarily roared at her, that's when she roared back. Kind of be like, okay, you want to challenge me? I'll challenge you. She didn't immediately roar at the Giga, or, she did take a more defensive posture, stepping back, probably just from the shock of the Giga being this big carnivore that she's probably never seen before. She's seen probably Allosauruses, Carnos, but nothing this big. It's not this big of a carnivore. So she's probably just that shocked, at least not for a long, long time. So she's probably pretty shocked. Now, okay, I guess this is pretty much it. For the fight, Giga won this round, but I will say Rexy chose to walk off just because of the fact that she wasn't going to fight to the death over a deer. Like, if she had stayed, this fight could have probably either, looking at terrain, this fight could have easily went either way. And I guess that's pretty much it. Character 101 here, signing out. See you guys next time. Goodbye.